How did our beloved childhood cartoons actually end? Let's dive in together and uncover the weirdest and most shocking endings. Alright, let's get started. Let's begin with Jake the American Dragon. The cartoon is made of 2 seasons, but what's interesting is that the 2 seasons are completely different in art style and tone. This change happened because the animation team was replaced, and according to the producers, the goal was to make the show more dynamic and better suited for action scenes, and also to make it more stylish and modern. But honestly, I don't think it's modern at all, and for me, I prefer the old design way more. Anyway, the final episode had Jake, his father, and his mother traveling to Hong Kong to attend the Long family reunion, and there, Jake discovers a new danger threatening the magical world, specifically Huntsman, the leader of the Hunter clan. Jake meets the rest of his dragon relatives in Hong Kong, and he begins to understand his family's long history of protecting magic. Huntsman plans to destroy all magical creatures, preparing for a massive attack using a dangerous magical weapon to wipe out the magical community entirely. Jake, supported by his dragon relatives, dives into an epic battle against the Hunter's army. He grows throughout the episode and shows full control of his power as the true American dragon. Jake faces Huntsman in a massive showdown, defeats her, and ends the threat of the Hunter clan for good. Rose kisses Jake in a romantic ending, a satisfying and charming finale with a solid emotional touch. Now, we move on to Ben 10. There are so many series and so many endings, so let's break down all the endings real quick. First, the classic 2005 version. There are 2 endings I consider for the show. The first ending, an epic fight against the Forever King on Mount Rushmore. It ends with the king's defeat, a total knockout. The second ending, Vilgax attacks Ben's parents at their home, and there's a massive battle against Vilgax with help from his parents, ending with Vilgax's defeat and Ben revealing his identity to them. And also, there's another ending in the future where he's older, living in a future where he became a famous hero with a huge base. He even has a little kid who will become the next Omnitrix wielder, and Grandpa's still alive, and Gwen is older too. As for the Alien Force series, the ending was an epic battle with Vilgax, when Vilgax gets the Omnitrix and creates an army of aliens using it. At the end of the fight, Ben triggers the Omnitrix self-destruct that Vilgax has, and gets Albedo's Omnitrix, and Vilgax turns back into his original form, but he's defeated anyway. And then, Ultimate Alien. In the final episode, the huge battle begins with Vilgax, who freed Dagon and started destroying everything. Ben transforms into Ultimate Way Big, but even he couldn't defeat Dagon until Vilgax absorbed the power and started fighting Ben. Ben uses the Ascalon sword and manages to defeat him. Asmuth arrives, takes the sword, and gives a brand new Omnitrix, a start for new adventures. But sadly, this was the last time we ever see Ben in this form. Then came Ben 10 Omniverse. It changed a bit into a more childish look, but still acceptable. The final episode was in the year 1773, stopping Maltruant from taking over time, and of course, he succeeded. And here, the series ended, leading to a new series in 2016, the Ben 10 Reboot, which was aimed more at kids, because Cartoon Network started targeting the new generation, and it was simpler and cheaper to produce. So I won't talk about the ending now, because I already explained it in a full previous video, so go watch it. The Fairly OddParents. There are 2 endings for the show, the official ending and my own ending. The episode Fancy Schmancy is the last one ever produced, but it's not the real ending. The actual ending came through the Wishology movie and the episode Timmy's Secret Wish. The movie story, Timmy discovers an ancient prophecy that talks about a chosen hero who must save the universe from a villain named Darkness, and find a magical tool called the White Wand, which has the power to destroy the darkness. Timmy travels into space, fights a robot army, then discovers that evil isn't a creature at all. It's a force that feeds on happy wishes. In the end, he teams up with everyone on Earth so they all make one shared wish. and the combined power becomes a massive force that defeats darkness. And just like that, peace returns to the universe. As for Timmy's secret wish, which is also considered an ending for the show, the story is about Timmy, who once made an old wish he never told anyone. He wished to stay 10 years old forever, so he could stay with Cosmo and Wanda always. But the magical government discovers the wish and considers it breaking the rules, so they take Cosmo and Wanda away from him. Because of that wish, Timmy is put on trial, and many characters show up wanting to punish him. But in the end, Timmy realizes the only solution is to wish to grow older. However, the wish backfires, turning him into an old man and causing him to lose his fairies. With help from Crocker, he returns to the courtroom and convinces them to let him get his fairies back and return to his normal age. Samurai Jack. The final episode simply begins when Jack and Ashi attack Aku's fortress, but Aku uses his power to control Ashi's mind and forces her to fight Jack. Jack hesitates to fight her because he loves her, and eventually, he's captured and becomes Aku's prisoner. At that moment, all of Jack's allies step in to help him, and a massive battle begins. Jack manages to free Ashi from Aku's control when she remembers her feelings for him. After that, Ashi uses her powers to travel with Jack back to the past, to the moment when he was originally sent to the future, and this time, he succeeds in killing Aku. But as they prepare for their wedding, Ashi begins to fade away, because she comes from Aku's lineage, and Jack killed him in the past, meaning she shouldn't exist anymore. In a shocking and emotional moment, Ashi disappears in his arms. An ending that was powerful, beautiful, and heartbreaking at the same time. As for Dexter's Laboratory, the episode considered a symbolic spiritual ending for the cartoon is Geniuses Together Forever. It's basically a competition between Mandark and Dexter over a prize given to only one scientist, and in the end, both of them lose, which makes it a symbolic ending for the nature of their relationship. But the real ending is in the movie Ego Trip. The story begins when robot men break into Dexter's lab, coming from the future to save him, but he thinks they came because he's the chosen hero. So he uses the time machine and starts jumping through the future, looking for versions of himself. Dexter the teenager, Dexter the genius adult, Dexter the old man. During his journey, he discovers the real villain is a giant robot controlled by Mandark, who built a robot empire that destroyed the world. So all four Dexters unite in a massive battle against the robot army. But the big twist? The real hero was Dee Dee. She's the one who stepped in and destroyed the machine powering the robots. And that's how Mandark was defeated and the world was saved. One of the best endings in Gravity Falls. The ending begins when Bill Cipher opens a portal between the dimensions, causing disasters everywhere and turning Gravity Falls into complete chaos as he attempts to take over the world. Dipper tries to stop him, while Mabel is trapped inside a bubble Bill created. Everyone comes together and tries to build a giant robot to fight Cypher's army, and once they reach Cypher, Bill manages to enter Ford's mind and defeats him from the inside. But that causes Ford's entire memory to be erased, yet he still saves the world. The story ends with a touching goodbye between Mabel and Dipper as they leave the town after the summer ends. As for the Powerpuff Girls, the final episode of the series was just a very normal episode, not a real ending for the story. The actual ending is considered to be in the special movie, The Powerpuff Girls Rule. It's a long special episode, hard to find nowadays, but here's the movie's story in short. The professor discovers a powerful energy source known as the Key to the World, a key capable of changing laws and reality itself. The mayor announces that the key should remain in the hands of someone good, but Mojo Jojo jumps in immediately, steals the key, and starts changing the city and enforcing his own rules. The Powerpuff Girls try to get the key back, but Mojo keeps shifting reality again and again, and at the same time, every other villain tries to claim the ultimate power. After a long battle and massive chaos, the girls finally regain their focus girls, defeat Mojo Jojo, and recover the key so everything returns to normal. In the end, the girls decide not to keep the key, and it's officially handed back to the mayor. And that's it, everyone. We've reached the end of our video. Which ending was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. See you in the next one.